Welcome to Simon Field on the DC Everest campus. I'm Chris Conley. This is going to be an unusual Thursday afternoon of baseball. It is not quite a doubleheader. Game 1 will be the continuation of a game that was suspended by a lightning storm. And then we've got a regularly scheduled game once this first game concludes. Our first game is already in extra innings. First, a moment for cuteness. What's better than that? What's Trevor's last name? There you go. Baseball. In the middle of an at-bat. Wausau West has the bases loaded. There are 2 outs, and the count is 1-1 with Kyle Capitz at bat. Before this suspended game resumes, teams will come out to their respective foul lines for the national anthem. All right, we will resume this suspended game, tied 5-5, already in extra innings. The top of the 8th resumes when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. So this is a suspended game that's about to resume. We were tied 5-5 at the end of the 7th. We're playing the top of the 8th. Wausau West will have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And the Evergreens are making a pitching change from when this game was suspended. Caden Allen was on the mound when the storm moved in. Carter Miller will take over. Regardless of what happens here, the Evergreens will get a chance to hit in the bottom of the 8th inning. And these teams played each other over at West Place on Tuesday. Wausau West won that game. So West potentially, with one swing of the bat, could be in position to win the season series against the Evergreens. We were chatting before this game resumed. I love the Evergreens starting off with the hidden ball trick. I think you could erase a base runner before you even throw a pitch. We were just joking about that as strategy. You know what? It's so unusual, I would give it a high chance of working. Alex Capitz will be the batter. And he was at the plate when we saw the thunder and lightning, and the game stops immediately when there's lightning outside. The count on him was 1 ball and 1 strike. So Alex has had, 3.5 weeks. This game was played on April 17th. He's had 3.5 weeks to think about this at bat. And here we go, 1 ball and 1 strike, resuming our suspended game. A little low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Called a strike. You know what? Right at the knees, that's a borderline pitch. Got to swing. 1-2. Carter Miller looking for 1 pitch to get the Evergreens safely in the dugout. Coming home at 1-2. Hit him, and a run comes in.
What did I say?
So this is the first time in this game that the Warriors have the lead. Bases are still loaded.
Right fielder.
Again, as we said, regardless of what happens here, the Evergreens still get a chance to bat. Cam Blasky will hit now. Still bases loaded, still 2 outs. Low, ball 1. When you look ahead to the Evergreens half of the 8th inning, they've got 9, 1, and 2 in their batting order due to hit. And just like that, they will need a run in what is now a 6-5 game. Swing and a miss, 1-1. So that's kind of a start that was unexpected. Carter Miller hits the first batter that he faces, just 2 pitches into the continuation, and it gets West a run. 1 ball and 1 strike here. It's a little high, 2-1. We anticipate there will be very little time between the end of this game and the start of the next game. Teams have already taken their infield. They've already warmed up. Ball is hit on the ground. Third baseman got up.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Welcome back. Left-hander for Wausau West, Parker Monday, is taking his warm-up throws. Hayden Grzinski will start off the home half of the 8th inning in what's now a 6-5 game. By the way, if you've got a long memory and go all the way back to April 17th, the bases were loaded with the benefit of just 1 hit. Rowan Robbins led off the 8th inning with a single. Caden Allen was pitching for Everest back then and walked 2 of the batters that he faced. So of those 3 batters that loaded up the bases, a hit, 2 walks. And then today resuming with a hit batter. Kind of manufactures a run for Wausau West. Hayden Grzinski was not a starter when this game began back on April 17th. Was asked to lay down a sacrifice bunt in the 6th inning, and that was successful. So he's officially 0 for 0 in the game. Here comes Hayden. A base runner to lead off the home 8th. Sure would help the cause. The Evergreens had a 5-0 lead at one point in this game. West has come back, 6 unanswered runs. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, and it's aimed down low, ball 1. It's colder today than when this game started. 51 degrees at first pitch. And there's a strike, 1-1. Is that right? The night that this game was suspended, it was the tornado night. Yes, it was. We got everyone home safely. And then the rains came, and Ringel remembers this game. Foul back, a ball and 2 strikes to Hayden Grzinski. It's funny, we jokingly say that normally tornadoes seem to hit trailer parks. Not so in Ringel. It looked like every home that was damaged was well hit. Sinking to center field, the Evergreens have a leadoff base runner here in the 8th. Hayden Grzinski with a 2-strike hit.
Number 1, Ty Rose.
That was a really good at-bat, because with 2 strikes, what? You're playing for contact, you want to protect the plate. Hayden Grzinski made contact and gets himself on first base. Evergreens need to get that runner around to keep this game going. Ty Rode to hit. Lefty versus lefty here. Coming home, down low for a ball. Big secondary lead for Hayden Grzinski. Cannot make outs on the bases in this spot. Fouls that one off. Big swing for Ty, 1-1. Earlier in this game, Ty Rode was on base 3 of his 4 plate appearances. A hit, 2 walks, and a pop out on the infield. Waiting on a 1-1 pitch here. Off speed. Wow, they're going to say that bend in. That may have been a little bit above the letters. 1-2. Ty's got to protect now. Outside, 2-2. Yeah, against Ty Rode, when a pitcher gets ahead in the count, the 1-2 pitch is probably not going to be a strike. Try and see if you can get Ty Rode out on the cheap here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, and the tying run's on first base. Rode fouls that off his foot. Ouch.
So Parker's count starts anew, right? Because we don't look at his count from last game.
Ty Rode wears no protection. I think that got him right off the front shin. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Throw over to first. Runner's back. West got a run in the top of the 8th, making it 6-5. Evergreens are looking to answer here. 2-2 pitch coming home. Popped up foul territory. Out of play. Cooper Ritchie waits on deck. Parker Monday to Ty Rode. This is also popped up in foul territory, but out of play again. Rode has not looked particularly comfortable in this at-bat. And had a fly out to right field. Evergreens trying to do something with a leadoff single. Hayden Grzinski at first. outside, ball one. No complaint about the called strike three to Ty Rohde. That did break in over the plate. That's up high, 2 balls and no strikes. A walk here would put the winning run on base. See if Parker Monday can battle back here. Line drive. It is into the gap in right center and bobbled for a moment. Everyone will move up a base. Evergreens are going to try and score the tying run. It's in. Error in the outfield ties up this game. Cooper Ritchie's got a hit, but the Evergreens brought that run all the way around when the ball was bobbled. I think that's Miles Waldvogel, the center fielder, who bobbled that. And the ball game is tied. Evergreens now with a runner at second base have a chance to walk him off. Here comes Cole Van Slyke, lefty versus lefty in a game that's tied 6-6. So if nothing else, this ball game will continue. This is the game that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Yeah, you know what? With another game to follow this, I don't think there's a lot of interest in playing 10, 11, or 12 innings here. 1-0 pitch. Strike, 1-1. I don't know. I know it's lefty versus lefty, so this is tough duty for Cole Van Slyke, but that pitch looked kind of fat. Got a good part of the plate. A hit could bring around Cooper Ritchie and win it for the Evergreens. Ground ball up the middle. It's through. The Evergreens are going to try and score the winning run, and the Evergreens will walk off Wausau West. Wausau West got 1 in the top of the 8th. The Evergreens get 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Final score is 7-6. Cole Van Slyke with a game-winning hit.
3 hits, 1 error, 1 left. Final score.
Evergreens are 7-6 winners.
Wausau West 6.
An error in the outfield sure did figure in the final score. We'll take a break up here, and we'll recap Game 1 when we come right back. Evergreens 7-6 winners today. Our post-game recap in a 7-6 DC Everest victory is brought to you by Merrill Steel. The Merrill Steel post-game show is next. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Cole Van Slyke with the game-winning hit will be today's Ridgetop Extensions Players of the Game. Congratulations, Cole Van Slyke, the Ridgetop Exteriors Player of the Game. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed.
Welcome back to Simon Field, where the Evergreens have just won the continuation of a game that started back on April 17th. Wausau West took the lead 6-5 with the bases loaded and a hit batter in the 8th inning. And then the Evergreens rallied for 2 runs to walk them off. The Evergreens got 3 hits in the 8th inning. Hayden Grzinski singled, came around to score the tying run, and then hits from Cooper Ritchie and Cole Van Slyke, who drove in the game-winning run. Evergreens benefited by an error in the outfield to help tie up the ballgame. Final score for the continuation of our first game, 7-6 DC Everest. Evergreens win with 7 runs, 8 hits and 2 errors. For Wausau West, 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. We understand in about 10 or 15 minutes, our second game, the scheduled game between DC Everest and Wausau West, will be underway. So we'll be back in a few moments on Zaleski Sports. Welcome back to Simon Field. I'm Chris Conley, and we're getting ready for our scheduled game between DC Everest and Wausau West. If you were not with us earlier, where were you? In the continuation of a game that started on April 17th, the Evergreens came up with 2 runs. They underknocked in the bottom of the 8th, trailing by a run, came back for a 7-6 walk-off win in extras. So the Evergreens already have a game in pocket as we get ready for baseball for the scheduled game, Game 2. Let's give you the Wausau West batting order. Cam Blasky will lead off and play center field. Miles Waldvogel is the designated hitter, and he will hit for Parker Monday, who will be the starting pitcher. Monday was on the mound when the Evergreens rallied in the earlier continuation game. Joe Gravine will hit third. He's the shortstop. Ty Teske at first base hits fourth. Marshall Helke in center field fifth. Carson Thurs plays third base, and he'll bat sixth. Catcher Rowan Robbins seventh. Kyle Capitz in left field eighth. And Will Stengel plays second base ninth. For the visiting Warriors in their darkest blue with gold trim, Blasky, Waldvogel, Gravine, Teske, Helke, Thurs, Robbins, Capitz, and Stengel. Batting order for the home Evergreens wearing their home whites with green letters. Hayden Grzinski plays center field. He'll lead off. Cooper Ritchie's in left, batting second. Cole Van Slyke will catch and will hit third. Ryan Scholes is the second baseman fourth. Aiton Hapt plays third base fifth. Ty Rohde will play the second game in right field, and Ty Rohde will hit sixth. Cade Felch is the designated hitter for the Evergreens, and he's going to hit in the place of pitcher Carter Miller. Miller's taking his warm-up tosses now. Cade Felch will hit seventh. Maddox Wyro shortstop eighth, and Brody Hall at first base bats ninth. So for the home team Evergreens, Grzinski, Ritchie, Van Slyke, Scholes, Hapt, Rohde, Felch, Wyro, and Hall. Warm-up pitches are complete, and on a partly cloudy late afternoon, we're ready for scheduled Game 2.
14. Cam Blasky.
So these teams have now completed 2 games this season, and they've been splits so far. This game will determine who wins the season series between rivals DC Everest and Wausau West. Cam Blasky is in, and we're ready for baseball. Ground ball, third baseman Hopped has it, played the short hop and got it across the diamond. 1 pitch, and there's 1 out.
Designated hitter.
Miles Waldvogel committed an error in center field in the continuation game that helped the Evergreens get the tying run across. First ball swinging again. This one's off Hapt's glove. Still in the infield play at first. Got him anyway. The old 5-6-3 put out. No problem. Maddox Wyro hustled that ball across the diamond, and the Evergreens still managed to get an out.
Shortstop, 11.
Our between-game coverage was brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repairs, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. Schofield Avenue Weston and Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Here's Joe Gravine with 2 outs and the base is empty. Low, 2 balls, no strikes. So both of the starting pitchers in Game 2 saw limited action in Game 1. Carter Miller comes set, leg kicks home. That's low, 3 balls and no strikes.
So we have to add him to the first game, right? Pitchers? Yeah. Okay, so he starts at 6. Yep. I just stayed with the same sheet. Yeah.
And that's low. A 4-pitch walk. Joe Gravine's aboard for the Warriors. You might ask, because this is an unusual day of baseball, does Carter Miller's pitch count reset? No, it does not. The pitches that he threw in the continuation game earlier this afternoon, it was only 6. but they count against his 100 maximum. Ty Teske hits from the left side with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Kind of just waved at that. Strike 1.
Happy's got 2 home runs today already. Jeez. What? She's going to beat our school record for home runs in the season. They play Postgame? No, they're playing Dayton. Oh, what was the score of that game? 8-7.
0-1. Fisted to second. Ryan Scholes has it, and the first inning is complete. A 2-out walk and nothing doing for Wausau West. Evergreens are coming up in the bottom of the first inning when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens coming up in the home half of the first inning after Wausau West failed to score in the visitors' first. Everest softball fans, Maddie Hoppy's got 2 more home runs in the Everest fast pitch game today. She was 3 for 4 in our Zaleski Sports game against Wausau West earlier in the week.
Yeah, 13. Michaela Pago has a record 13.
Even if you are not a fan of fast pitch softball, you got to look in when we have Everest games on Zaleski Sports. Because Maddie Hoppy is such a prolific hitter at the plate. I mean, every at-bat, she could hit a home run. Maddie was denied a chance of a 4-hit game against Wausau West on Tuesday. The Evergreens walked off the Warriors on the 10-run rule, 16-6. Maddie was in the on-deck circle and already had 3 hits and another home run in that game. Hayden Grzinski plays center field in Game 2 today, and he'll lead off for the Evergreens. Hayden had a 2-strike hit to get the Evergreens going in Game 1 today. So Hayden's already cooking on a productive afternoon. First pitch to Parker Monday, 1 hop to second. Handed by Will Stengel, and there's the out.
Left fielder.
Here comes Cooper Ritchie.
Cooper Ritchie.
Again, if you're joining us a little late, Evergreens took the continuation game 7-6. 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win it. Slow breaking ball to Cooper Ritchie, breaks in for a strike. On the outside corner, and Parker Monday, the lefty, is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Coming home at 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Long set, coming home, bounces off the plate. Yeah. Double bingo behind the plate. That one hit the plate, came up and hit the catcher, Rowan Robbins, I think maybe in a sensitive area, and then came back and hit the umpire too. Everyone's okay down there, and we're at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Cooper Ritchie is sent back to the dugout.
Catcher, number 19, Cole Van Slyke.
Baseball today, all of it, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Protect your ride with a Tommy's Express Car Wash. Their membership has unlimited washes, free vacuums, and free automatic mat washers, and an all-year shine. One membership for all locations. Stevens Point, Eau Claire, Plover, Wausau, and Weston. Strike 1 to Cole Van Slyke. And that's outside, 1-1. Cole singled in the game-winning run earlier this afternoon. Season series between Warriors and Evergreens even at a game apiece now. Up high to Cole, 2-1. Parker Monday's got to be careful. I mean, he's not a high-velocity pitcher. He's a lefty, so he holds some of the cards in this lefty-lefty matchup. But when those breaking pitches are left over the plate, they could be hit a long way. And Cole Van Slyke has himself a hit to left center. 2-out base runner for the Evergreens. Here's Ryan Scholes coming up.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 4, Zach Depke.
Zach Depke will come out and will courtesy run. And here comes Ryan Scholes for the Evergreens.
Number 27, Ryan Scholes.
On the inside corner, strike. Parker Monday starts off Ryan Scholes with a fastball. Move over to first. Runners back. Two outs, runner on first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Aimed and low, 1-1. Coming home to left field, down. The Evergreens have a little 2-out action going here, back-to-back singles.
Third baseman, number 22, Aiden Hawk.
Aiden Haupt will hit now with runners at first and second. Aiden becomes an important out for Parker Monday. Ty Rohde awaits on deck if the inning continues. Coming home, and that's up high, ball 1. Breaks in for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. I think the Evergreens winning the continuation game earlier today was important. You look at the rosters of both of these teams, and don't get me wrong, this is not a knock on Wausau West. You would think that the Evergreens have better personnel. The Evergreens, this is a conference championship team from a year ago, and they have a lot of players back. This is hit through the right side. Will the Evergreens try and score that run? Yes, they will. And the Evergreens back-to-back-to-back 2-out hits, and they'll take a 1-0 lead. RBI single to right field for Aiden Hopt.
Right fielder. Number 1, Ty Rhodey.
Yeah, I mean, the Evergreens just have a lot of proven varsity-level players back on their roster from a year ago. Wausau West does not. So the Evergreens really want to win this season series. First ball swinging, and this is hit into left center field. It's down. Evergreens will get 1 run in, and the Evergreens are going to try and score a second run too. Bobbled in the outfield, and Ty Rhodey will take third base too. A double and an error. 3-0 Everest. 4 hits in a row with 2 outs. Yeah, it's a bad throw from the left fielder, Alex Capitz. The Evergreens were going to get 2 runs in. Ty Rhodey will get both of the RBI in what is now 3-0.
Designated hitter. Number 11, Cade Phelps.
But because of the error, Rhodey lands on third base instead of second. See if Cade Phelps can keep the hit parade going. Take strike 1. Off-speed pitch. Hit to left field. Left fielder's going back. This may be trouble. He's up against the wall. He makes the catch. Theft in the outfield. Alex Capitz, who was assessed an error on the last play, goes back, runs into the wall, but still holds on. Cade Phelps is retired on what was a well-hit ball. Evergreens get 3 runs on 4 hits and will play from in front in the second game this afternoon. It's Everest 3, West 0 on Zaleski Sports.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Carter Miller is staked to a 3-run lead as he goes out to work the top of the second. 5, 6, and 7 in the Wausau West batting order to face him. Marshall Helke will lead off. Baseball is brought to you by Design Theory 19. Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Downtown Wausau or online, designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become reality. Strike 1 called. Helke held up, but that pitch got the outside corner. Sunny afternoon, a light wind blowing in. The weather's really not a factor. Just cold for this time of year. Hasn't it been for all of May? Yes. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Everest Baseball has a doubleheader scheduled for Saturday. Neither of those games are on Zaleski Sports, but the weather for Saturday is supposed to be nice. This ball is hit to the right side. Second baseman over. Ryan Scholes bobbled. No play. It's going to be an error on the Everest second baseman. Leadoff base runner for West, and here's Carson Thurs.
Number 23.
Not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after, the Evergreens have their triangular here at Simon Field. That's a week from Saturday. Neenah and Eau Claire North will be here. Both of those games are on Zaleski Sports. Strike one. When we're playing a triangular, first game's at 10 o'clock. So I'll be up a little early. Big breakfast over at the Eagles Nest. Full day of baseball, 1, 2, 3 games here at Simon Field. Fouled back, no balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, next week's going to be a busy week for this broadcast crew. We've got a Monday game. It doesn't involve the Evergreens. Monday we'll be over at Athletic Park for Stratford versus Edgar baseball. Those rivals are renewing their series here in Wausau. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Carson Thurs. Fouled back, 1 and 2. Yeah, next week we'll have another Everest fast pitch game. They're playing Wisconsin Rapids. That'll be a night game, 7 o'clock. I believe that game is on Thursday. Still at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him. There's the first out of the inning. Thurs is over the top of a pitch that was down low. Rowan Robbins to hit now.
Rowan Robbins.
Rudder still at first base after that infield error. Strike one. Baseball is brought to you by Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one at foundationfinance.com. Tapped off the plate, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. It is early in today's game, but Carter Miller's done a good job. He's been ahead of almost every batter he's faced. And that's a good sign. Keep that going. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Oh, 2 pitch. To center field. And caught by Hayden Grzinski. There's the second out.
Left fielder, 7.
Alex Capitz will hit now with 2 down. In the continuation game, Alex Capitz had 3.5 weeks to think about his at-bat. He was at-bat with the bases loaded when the thunder and lightning came. His first ball swinging and fouled off. How did that at-bat work out? Again, it was just so long. What an unusual, improbable situation. He was hit by a pitch and forced to run in with the bases loaded. 0-1 pitch is up high, 1-1. So Wausau West had a short-lived 6-5 lead in the 8th inning. Then the Evergreens came back with 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win it, 7-6 in the earlier game. Bouncing ball to second. Second baseman avoids the traffic, and Ryan Schulz gets it over to first. Wausau West had the leadoff runner aboard, did nothing with it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. DC Everest 3, Wausau West nothing on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Maddox Wyro will lead off for the Evergreens in the second inning. Everest got 3 runs in, all of it coming with 2 outs. Singles with 2 down for Cole Van Slyke, Ryan Schulz, and Aiden Hopt, and then a double from Ty Rohde. You like, with 2 outs and nobody on, not to surrender the inning. Keep plugging forward. The Evergreens got a positive result.
Getting off for the Evergreens in the bottom of the second inning, shortstop, number 8, Maddox Wyro.
Maddox Wyro arrives with his own bat, thrown to him from the on-deck circle, and 2 new baseballs for our home plate umpire. So blue is all loaded up as we start the home half of the second inning. First pitch to Maddox is up high for a ball. Parker Monday was on the mound in the 8th inning in the earlier game, so his pitch count did not reset to 0. He took the loss in Game 1 today. Up high again, 2 balls and no strikes. We're brought to you by Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Say cheese! Friday, May 29th and Saturday, May 30th. In for a strike. Maddox was taking all the way. 3-1.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Hitters count here. Here it comes. Inside corner, strike 2. Parker Monday trying to battle back. Counts full. Spend all your time with us today on Zaleski Sports. Brewers are off. Yankees come to American Family Field tomorrow. And there's a 3-2 single to center field. Evergreens now have 5 hits against Parker Monday, and they've got the leadoff man aboard.
First baseman, number 6, Brody Hall.
That's a pretty good at-bat there for Maddox. Before Brody Hall hits, there'll be a visit to the mound. Wausau West has someone throwing down the first base side, and they're motioning him in. Pitching change coming for Wausau West.
Yeah, the Braves. After Texas, yeah.
So out comes Parker Monday, who hasn't had such a good day. Parker Monday took the loss in the first game, and now is trailing 3-0 here in the second.
New pitcher number 5, Parker Helke.
From Parker to Parker, Parker Helke will come in and take over. He inherits a runner on first base. Parker Helke works 1 inning and did not retire a batter here in the second. Helke 1 strikeout, no walks, and is responsible for that runner at first base. Parker Helke, a right-hander, takes over for Parker Monday, a left-hander. Newton Electric sponsors our high school baseball from residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture. Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. The foul poles down left field and right field have both been put up here at Simon Field. Did a lot of work during the offseason. This is new fencing all the way around, down the foul lines in the outfield and behind home plate. So the foul poles had to come down, and now they're back up. I was joking with Cole Van Slyke and with Ty Rohde. So don't want you to be cheated out of any home runs. Got to get those foul poles up. Yes? All right, here comes Brody Hall to face the new pitcher, Parker Helke. Righty to righty here. Down low, ball one. No, a strike at the knees. Huh. What do I know? The sun right in our eyes from right field. That's why I had it called a ball, obviously. Oh, 1 pitch, line drive to center, it's down. Evergreens have their 6th hit, and we're only in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Everest bats are alive in the early stages of this game. First and second for Hayden Grzinski. Grzinski grounded out his first time up. For the sacrifice to move the runners up, but it just doesn't happen. Hayden Grzinski waits. Parker Helke comes home. Bunt is off here, and it's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. Hayden is looking for contact here to advance those runners on their way. Set, and the 0-2 pitch. Late swing, slow roller. That's a fair ball. No, picked up in foul territory. First couple of hops were on the right side of the line and then kicked into foul ground. That's probably good. I don't think Carson Thurs would have had to play anywhere. Third base was left uncovered. That was a slow roller, and Hayden's pretty fast. I don't think he would have had to play at first base either. Instead, we'll do 0-2 again. Tipped and fouled back. Off the catcher's mask, Rowan Robbins is okay. Home plate umpire just got 3 new baseballs, 2 from the West dugout and 1 from the Everest side. No balls, 2 strikes. Checked his swing, a bouncer to first. Pitcher is covering. First baseman safe. Evergreen's trying to score a run. There'll be a play at the plate out there. On the slow roller, pitcher Parker Helke lost his footing. Somebody's going to get an error on that play. Or do we like that as a hit? You know what? I like it as a hit. He gets to second on the throw, right. Hayden Grzinski will get credit for an infield hit. Not going to give errors when somebody's feet slipped out from under them, right? Maddox Wyro was thrown out at home for the first out of the inning. Runners still at second and third for Cooper Ritchie. Coop struck out his first time up. Ball one to Cooper. Well, Wausau West got an out and didn't give up a run on that play. So for the Warriors, all's good enough. Boy, borderline pitch that goes against Parker Helke. Judged to be ball two. Cole Van Slyke, suddenly swinging a hot bat, is on deck. Off-speed pitch is low, 3-0. Parker Helke, who's on in relief, is in danger of loading up the bases. Three balls, no strikes. Coming home. It's up high, ball four. Cooper Ritchie has walked. Bases are full of evergreens. Brody Hall's at third. Hayden Grzinski's at second, and Cooper Ritchie's at first.
Number 19, Cole Van Slyke.
Cole Van Slyke for the afternoon is 2 for 2. Singled earlier in this game and had the walk-off hit in the continuation game earlier today. So Cole Van Slyke is glowing white hot right now. Low, ball one. Yeah, after the 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded, even the hot Cole Van Slyke's got to take a pitch. I think you probably take until Parker Helke throws you a strike. And there it is. Now Cole Van Slyke is free to swing away at 1-1. First and third are in a step. So a ball hit sharply to either of them, they'll try and get the force at home and keep this a 3-0 ball game. 1-1 pitch to Cole Van Slyke. Almost hit him. 2-1. Brews Brothers brings you award-winning burgers for lunch and dinner since 2013. Open 7 days a week with a big lineup of cold drinks. All at Brews Brothers off Highway 29 in Weston. And that's low, 3-1. I think that Cole Van Slyke gets to swing away here. Hitters count, he's your number 3 batter. He is indeed swinging away, and he delivers. Cole Van Slyke to center. 1 run in, 2 runs in, throws cut off, play at third, and there's a second out on the bases made this inning. Cooper Ritchie is out at third base, but Cole Van Slyke singles with the bases loaded and brings in 2.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 4, Zach Depke.
Zach Depke will come out and will be the courtesy runner again for Cole Van Slyke.
Second base.
Ryan Scholes singled his first time up. Runner at first. That's Cole Van Slyke, who delivered with the bases loaded. Low almost got away from the catcher. Rowan Robbins didn't know where it was. It was down at his feet. 1-0. For those who think this is a comfortable spot for the Evergreens, in the game that was continued, they led 5-0 and had to win it in extra innings. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Sometimes, not all the time, it seems like the Evergreens offense takes its foot off the gas. Gets some runs up early and then nothing doing in the later innings. Schulz is ahead in the count 2-0. Low, 3-0. Only in the second inning, and the Evergreens have banged out 8 hits already. Three balls, no strikes. Taking, strike 1. 3-1. Fouled away down the left field side. 3-2. Parker Helke looking to get out of the home half of the second on this pitch. He's fought back to a full count. Long set here for Parker Helke. Now he's coming home. Payoff pitch with 2 outs. Runners going. It's down low and gets away from the catcher. Big turn at second base, but Cole Van Slyke, a Depke, the courtesy runner, not going any further. First and second for Aiden Hopt. 1 for 1 today. Aiden drove in a run with that first inning single. So this inning continues. Helke to Hopt. Strike 1. A hit to the outfield could bring in another for the Evergreens. Aimed that, and it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sherrill Tire says save up to $180 on new tires at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service now through June. Save on 4 Goodyear tires with locations in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau, and Marshfield. That's Sherrill Tire. A ball and a strike to Aiden. And that ball is hit, carrying to left field, reaching up and making the catch. A second good catch in left for Alex Capitz. Brings the inning to a close. That was a tough play. That ball was breaking away from the left fielder, still reached out and got it. Evergreens 2 runs on 4 more hits. And our new score, 2 innings complete, 5-0 Everest on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Welcome back. I'll give you the official line on Parker Monday, who faced only 1 batter in the second inning, allowed 5 of the 8 Everest hits. 4 runs, 3 earned. Struck out 1, didn't walk anyone. Parker Monday, losing pitcher in the continuation game and on the wrong side of this 5-0 score. Wausau West, meanwhile, is not hit safely. They'll have 9, 1, and 2 to hit here in the visitors' third.
Top of the third inning.
Here's Will Stengel to lead off.
10. Will Stengel.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. He's got like the hand warmer pouch behind his uniform. I know that may be a football look. Down low, ball 1. I don't know. It's chilly outside. It's not that cold. You don't need to sneak a hand warmer out there. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Fouled off, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So what else might be in there in the pouch? Sunflower seeds when you're playing the field? I could see that if you're an outfielder. Who would know? It's a ball and 2 strikes. Carter Miller coming home, change speed, swing and a miss. Tags the runner to complete the strikeout. Carter Miller's got 2 strikeouts now against no walks. Cam Blasky in the top of the Wausau West order here. He grounded out and is 0 for 1 today. Yeah, I agree. That's the first time today that Carter Miller's shown the true curve, and it was pretty good. Big break to it. A strikeout pitch for sure. Cam Blasky also has the pouch behind his uniform. What's going on out here? Bounced off the plate and foul up the third base side. A ball and a strike to Cam Blasky. So Carter Miller has made it all the way through the Wausau West lineup. He's allowed only 2 base runners. 1 via walk and an infield error. Strike 2. I'm not sure if the Evergreens are thinking complete game for Carter Miller. He did throw 6 pitches in the continuation game. Out 2 balls and 2 strikes, but Carter Miller's been sharp in this one so far. Batter asks for time, and it is granted. We can all be thankful that it's not a windy day. This day would feel raw and cold if it was windy. To short, double clutch. Good throw across the diamond from Maddox Wyra. There's 2 outs. You always worry for a moment when you see an infielder double clutch when someone's got good speed. Cam Blasky was fast up the line, but still out by a step. Miles Waldvogel hit the ball hard his first time up. Went off the third baseman Aiden Hopp's glove, but went to shortstop Maddox Wyra, who threw him out anyway. It was a nice play. But Miles Waldvogel has the hardest hit ball for the Warriors so far today. Takes inside, ball 1. Ball is hit, diving to right field, leaving his feet, and coming up with the catch is Ty Rohde. Rohde bent down to get his hat. Is he okay? Yes, he is. Ty Rohde's jogging off. Nice play in right.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
When you saw the starting lineup, you would think maybe Ty Rohde was just parked out there in right field because you want to keep his bat in the lineup. He makes a nice defensive play. A 3-up, 3-down third. DC Everest 5, Wausau West nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley, and the bottom of the third is on. The Evergreens own the hit column 8-0. And they've got a 5-0 lead. Ty Rohde with a diving catch in right will lead off the bottom of the third inning.
Leading off for the Evergreens, number 1, Ty Rohde.
Rohde doubled and got himself 2 runs batted in his first at-bat of the day. Rohde against right-hander Parker Helke. Got his double against the lefty Parker Monday. Swings at a pitch that was down low, fouled it back into the catcher. Strike 1. Rohde seems like he is more likely to make an out with his swing timing off at breaking pitches. And maybe in conference, maybe more teams are aware of that. Give Ty Rohde a fastball, he can send it anywhere. That's down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lead Car Toyota of Wausau says discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service. Lead Car Toyota of Wausau, your full-service destination for everything Toyota, including our state-of-the-art collision center. Lead Car Toyota, North 20th Avenue in Wausau. 1-1 pitch. Shortstop is over towards the bag and throws out Ty Rohde. Joe Gravine moving over to his left to make the play. Cade Felch had what we thought was going to be an extra base hit to left field. Alex Capitz, the left fielder, reached up, crashed into the wall, and held it, and robbed Cade Felch of what would have been at least a double. Cade is first ball looking at a strike. Wausau West could sure use an easy inning. They gave up 3 in the first, 2 more in the second. They've got the first out here in the third. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Cade Felch has himself a 2-strike hit up the middle. Evergreens have still been dangerous in this game, even when the count gets to 2 strikes. Cade Felch is a 1-out base runner.
Number 8, Maddox Wyro.
Maddox Wyro singled back in the 2-run second. Wound up being forced out at the plate. Right, we are stopped for a moment because from the tennis courts beyond the left field fence, a tennis ball has come out onto the field. All that's missing is one of our Everest family dogs from coming out on the field to fetch it. Strike one to Maddox Wyro. How could someone playing tennis there? That's got to be a really bad hit ball. My goodness. That went off the frame of somebody's racket. No balls and a strike to Maddox. Everest softball came from behind for an 8-7 win. Who are they playing today? Bayport. Bayport's athletic department, they're like good at everything. So that's a quality win for Everest. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. There's the... Nope, foul tipped. Foul tipped. Maddox Wyro just barely stays alive. He'll get 0-2 again. Time is asked for by the home plate batter, and it's granted. 1 home run in that game for Maddie Hoppy? You have to ask because she's so capable. You see, I'm glad I asked. She had 2. Maddie's just a one-girl wrecking crew at the plate. This is foul back, 0-2. Maddox Wyro waits. He's down on the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Low, 1-2. Cade Felch at first with a 1-out single. And the Evergreens looking to build on this 5-0 lead. Called strike 3. Maddox Wyro is out. First strikeout of the day for Parker Helke in relief. 2 down for Brody Hall. Brody hit safely his first time up, a single, and scored a run. Brody takes a strike. Parker Helke's looking to hold up the first 0 here for Wausau West. Evergreen scored in the first and the second. Swings at a breaking ball that was going to be low. Helped the pitcher out there. It's 0-2. Long set. Coming home. Fouled off. Runner was going. Home plate umpire checks on the catcher, Rowan Robbins. He's okay. So we'll do no balls and 2 strikes again. Parker Helke working on Brody Hall. Inside out swing and foul down into the right field corner. Evergreen's bats are so hot, someone called the fire department. Still at no balls and 2 strikes. Bounced foul again. So Brody Hall is hanging in there with 2 outs and a runner on first. If the inning continues, Hayden Grzinski, who hit safely his last at-bat, will take a turn. Checked his swing and held up on a pitch that was high. 1-2. It's a good take. Took something off that. Hit to left field. Is this a fair ball? No, it's foul. Just foul. Brody Hall didn't know. Brody was at full speed and is standing at second base and now has found out that that was a foul ball. Not by much. Don't worry, another chance to put one in the corner here. Strike three. Swing and a miss. Held by the catcher on a foul tip. Brody Hall is out. The inning is over. The Evergreens do not score. 3 innings complete. 5-0 Everest over Wausau West on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Hey, Brian Butch called.
Brian Butch?
He really loves Abbey Bank, but he wants to work here.
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. Let's let him try a few different jobs.
Let's get you that loan. Brian, buddy, you're really good at basketball, but maybe leave the banking to us.
Carter Miller is not allowed a hit, and he's out to work the top of the 4th inning. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the Wausau West batting order. 4th inning, Evergreens up 5-0 and already have a win in their back pocket today. Evergreens throw down, and Joe Gravine will lead off for the Warriors.
For the Warriors in the top of the 4th inning, number 11, Joe Gravine.
West has only 2 base runners so far today. Gravine was one of them. Worked out a walk back in the 1st inning with 2 outs. Left stranded there at first base. Gravine swings and misses over the top of a cutter for strike 1. Little outside, 1-1. Carter Miller's been good today. Inside corner, strike 2. Miller comes set, changed speeds, and popped foul down the third base side. We stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Carter Miller's day started by hitting a batter with the bases loaded in the continuation game. Got that out of his system and has settled down nicely since. Close, a little inside, I think. Because our broadcast spot's a little up the third base side, sometimes corners are a little hard for us to judge here. It was close. Count evens at 2-2. Low, full count now. Miller hanging tough, 3-2 pitch coming outside, ball 4. Joe Gravine has walked in both of his plate appearances. Miller now 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Leadoff base runner for the Warriors, trailing by 5. Here's Ty Teske. Teske grounded out his first time, 0 for 1 today. Bounced off the plate. It's in fair territory. Play to first. Got him. Runner advances from first to second. Cole Van Slyke pounced on that quickly. First time that Wausau West has advanced a runner beyond first today. Marshall Helke now to hit. So Helke or Carson Thurs in the on-deck circle could get Wausau West on the board with a hit to the outfield. First ball swinging. Shortstop throws him out. Maddox Wyro's strong throw across the diamond. Runner crosses over to third base. 2 outs now. And here's Carson Thurs. Baseball today on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. That's France Propane, local, quality, family. A little inside to Carson Thurs, ball 1. Struck out his first time up. Bouncing ball, foul down the third base side. A ball and a strike. Thurs looks down the third base side. There's nothing to look to your coach at here. Runners at third base need a hit to bring him in. 1-1 pitch. Change speeds, called for a strike. I don't think Thurs offered it that. 1-2. Carter Miller looking to keep his shutout going and strand that runner at third base. 1 pitch away from doing it here. Up the middle, second baseman behind the bag, throws him out, and the inning is over. Ryan Schulz showed off his range. Evergreens navigate around a leadoff walk. The shutout is intact. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-0 Everest over the Warriors on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley, top of the Everest order to hit in the bottom of the 4th. Rolling Stones' Start Me Up plays between innings, the first song that I ever played on the radio. A 15-year-old kid, not very good at what he was doing then. I also remember what the second song was, Derek and the Dominoes' Layla. The album-length version was 9 minutes long. My program director said, my goodness, the kid's afraid to speak.
Leading off for the Evergreens, bottom of the fourth inning. Number 12, Hayden Brzezinski.
Just reminiscing now about how long ago that was. My first program director, a man named Mike Dowling, obviously a brilliant judge of young radio talent. Got out of the radio business, became a teacher, social studies teacher, and is now retired. Put in 20 years into the school district in Florida, and now takes vacations cruising around the world. Hayden Brzezinski takes a strike here in the bottom of the fourth. Checked his swing, didn't go. Now they're saying he did go. No balls and 2 strikes. Okay. Hayden Brzezinski's single in his last at-bat came with 2 strikes. Why not another? Check swing. Pitcher off the mound, can't come up with it. Error on the pitcher. Hayden Brzezinski's aboard. Parker Helke had to come 2 steps off the mound, but that ball was in his glove and popped out. Cooper Ritchie has walked and struck out. He'll bat now. No outs and a runner at first. Throw over. Brzezinski's back safely. I see that Wisconsin softball is playing here. Low, ball 1. Very happy to hear that former Everest star Sidney Spear will be back playing with the Wausau Ignite this summer. Wausau's Northwoods League fast pitch team is getting ready for its second season. Tomahawked foul down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cooper Ritchie. Runner at first and nobody out. Evergreen's already enjoying a 5-0 lead, looking for more. Runners back at first. Parker Helke looks that runner over. Big lead there for Brzezinski at first and a throw over again. He's safe. Coming home now at a ball and a strike. Brzezinski's going. Hit and runs on, and it's down to right field. Bobbled in right field. Brzezinski's going to take another base. Error on the right fielder. Brzezinski was going to stop at second. And then you know what? A wild throw. There are 2 errors on the right fielder on that play, allowing Cooper Ritchie to advance to second. So that's a hit. And Marshall Helke mishandled the ball out there. So now second and third. Right, error on the misplayed ball, and then error on the bad throw, which allows the runner to take the extra base. If we could, our scoreboard should flash E9. Cole Van Slyke bats. Cole is 2 for 2. That, and it started out with a clean hit to right field, is the Evergreens' 10th hit of the afternoon. Cole takes a strike, count evens at 1-1. Off-speed pitch to left field, coming in, making the catch. Evergreens fake, but do not tag the runner from third. First time today that Cole Van Slyke's been retired. Ryan Scholes, a single and a walk, will hit now for the Evergreens.
Ryan Scholl.
Baseball today is sponsored by Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union's been a part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured, NCUA. Swing and a miss at a high, hard one. Strike one. Evergreens with 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second. Kept off the scoreboard in the third and now threatening here in the fourth. Down low, gets away from the catcher, far enough away for the runner to score. Wild pitch brings in Hayden Grzinski from third base. Hayden was on via an error, comes all the way around to score. 6-0. Cooper Ritchie advances from second to third. So there is still an RBI possibility for Ryan Scholes. Catcher Rowan Robbins realized that ball didn't get too far away from him, but while he was trying to make a play on it, he was from his knees and couldn't quite pick it up cleanly. Wausau West brings the infield in. That runner at third base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2-1. With one out, Aiden Hopt and Ty Rohde next to bat for the Evergreens, and both have hit safely in our game. Down the left field line and foul. 2-2. Aiden's got the shin guard on his front left foot. Hit him. It's just cold enough that hurts a little bit. Runners on first and third now for Aiden Haupt. First a visit to the mound. So Ryan Schultz takes the shin guard off and will go down to first base. Batters today wear so much protective gear. In a different era of baseball, if a guy came up wearing one of those elbow guards that extended all the way up to his shoulders, the pitcher would have put one right off his head. Right, that's standard equipment now. Then again, the number of pitchers that throw 100 miles an hour and above has never been higher in Major League Baseball.
Number 22, Aiden Hawk.
When I was much, much younger, Mets rookie Nolan Ryan was the only pitcher who threw above 100 in all of Major League Baseball. And other teams said he was unsafe because when he was a rookie, Nolan Ryan was wild. Said, you can't have a guy with no control throwing 100 miles an hour. Yeah, look how that worked out. Worked out just fine, didn't it? I'm also old enough to have seen Tommy John pitch for the New York Yankees. Slow, but pinpoint accuracy. Swinging to left field, well hit, left fielder is back, and finally a ball that Alex Capitz is not going to make a play on. Evergreens will get 2 runs on the long double to left for Aiden Hopt, who's now 2 for 3. And you know what? The Evergreens now have some walk-off possibilities in this game, leading 8-0. Wausau West, even if the Evergreens get this lead up to 10, would still have an opportunity to bat in the visitors' 5th. Ty Rohde at the plate represents the walk-off run if he could come all the way around to score. Rohde today a double and a ground out. Gets away from the catcher. Runner will move up from second to third base. A wild pitch. Second wild pitch charged to Parker Helke. You know, there's no action in the Wausau West bullpen. Well, I mean, you don't know in the high school game. The next pitcher that Wausau West has in mind could be playing the field right now. First 5 runs of the game charged to Parker Monday, the starter for Wausau West. Inside to Ty, 2 balls and no strikes. Parker Monday gave up 5 of the hits, 6 charged to Parker Helke here. Everybody's hitting today for the Trees. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled back, 2-1. Hitter's spot here for Ty Rohde with a runner on third. Strike on the inside corner, 2-2. Coming home, trying to pick up another run. Inside, 3-2. We are brought to you by Peterson Kramer Funeral Home. Committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer, let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. 3-2 pitch with 1 out coming home. Rohde fouls it off and out of play. Rohde steps back in. Cade Felch on deck for the Evergreens. Off-speed pitch, and it's lined to right field. RBI for Ty Rohde, who's got his second hit of the afternoon. Rohde hit that ball hard. Cade Feldt should be 2 for 2. Singled in his last at-bat and was robbed of an extra base hit by a great play in left field by Alex Capitz. Officially 1 for 2 today. Rhodey's got good speed at first, and he's going. Hit and runs on. Shortstop deep in the hole. Long throw. Got him. There's the second out. Rhodey does move from first to second. With 2 outs, here comes Maddox Wyro.
Number 8, Maddox Wyro.
12 hits for the Evergreens. A hit to the outfield probably puts the Trees up 10-0. Maddox singled and struck out 1 for 2 today. Outside, ball 1. Ty Rhodey had such a big lead at second base, I thought he was going to try and steal third. One ball, no strikes. Maddox Wyro to right. Right fielder kind of twisting around with that. Marshall Helke makes the catch. The Evergreens get a few more runs. 4 come in, and their lead now grows 9-0. We'll go to the 5th when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The Evergreens are leading 9-0, and Carter Miller is out for a 5th inning of work. Carter has not allowed a hit so far today. So there's the possibility that this could be a 10-run rule game, and Carter Miller might have a 10-run shortened no-hitter. You'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the Wausau West batting order. Baseball today is brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Looking for a workplace that invests in you? Join the Wausau team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last. Learn more and apply today at greatlakescheese.com. Rowan Robbins flied out to center his first time up. And that's away, ball 1. Adjusted for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. If you were not with us earlier, the Evergreens and Warriors played the continuation of a rained-out game. That game was tied 5 apiece. Warriors took the lead in the top of the 8th inning, 6-5. Then the Evergreens came back with 2 runs to win it in the bottom of the 8th. 7-6 was the final score. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Has Carter Miller been overpowering? No, not really. But he's been ahead of almost everyone that he's worked. He's got 2 strikeouts and 2 walks today. And this ball is hit into the gap in left center, but it hangs up just enough. Diving catch by the center fielder, Hayden Grzinski. Grzinski left his feet and came up with the ball. No hitter still intact on a great play in the outfield. Alex Capitz 0 for 1 to hit. Grzinski moved over into left center field and made a nice play. Capitz takes ball 1 outside. One out and none on here in the visitors' 5th. A little low, 2 balls and no strikes. Warriors have had only 3 base runners, 2 via walk, and an error in the infield. Warriors did have a man over at third base in the 4th, couldn't bring him in. Taking for a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Capitz has had an outstanding defensive game, 2 stellar plays in left field for him. Bounced off the mound, slow roller, tough play at third base, safe, infield hit. Bang, bang play. And Alex Capitz has himself a hit. Slow roller, Aiden Hopt did everything he could to get it over to first base quickly, just not in time. A 1-out base runner for Will Stengel, struck out his first time up. Ball 1 to Will. Fouled back, 1 ball and 1 strike. Miller comes set, got a runner at first with 1 out. And this ball is down the left field line. Not only has the no-hitter come to an end this inning, the shutout's in danger too. Lead runner stops at third base. Will Stengel's got himself a double to left field. Back-to-back hits for the Warriors.
Number 14.
To the top of the Wausau West batting order. Cam Blasky will hit now. Evergreens are not in any kind of danger with a comfortable 9-0 lead. Blasky today 2 groundouts, 0 for 2. Evergreens with this big lead keep the infield back, of course, playing for outs here. Strike 1. Up high, 1-1. Just curious if the Evergreens have anyone throwing in their bullpen. I think no. One out, and we're waiting on a 1-1 pitch. West has 2 in scoring position. Fouled off. 1-2. Evergreens cooking on a 2-win afternoon. Almost broke down for a strike. Judged to be high and outside, 2-2. Time is granted at home plate. Inside, counts full. Carter Miller in danger of loading up the bases here. Payoff pitch is due. Fouled back, will do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wausau West looking to break through, trailing 9-0. Got 2 in scoring position. Batter asks for time again. Would no longer be allowed in the big leagues. Three-two pitch. Fouled back again. He'll see another. Back-to-back hits for the Warriors. A Capit single and a Stengel double. 3-2 again, and this is hit to the left side. Play to first, out, but a run scores. Shutout's over. Blasky grounds out, but gets himself an RBI. Runner also crossed over to third base on the productive ground out. Here comes Miles Waldvogel, who's hit the ball hard both times. A hard-hit ground out to the left side, and a diving catch in right field by Ty Rohde have kept Miles at 0 for 2 today. Strike one. Almost hit him. It did. Waldvogel is hit. He'll go down to first base. Hit the deck and got him anyway. Joe Gravine has walked in both of his plate appearances today.
Number 11, Joe Gravine.
Gravine, because I see him when we do American Legion baseball games, it seems like Gravine's been playing for Wausau for forever. But again, I just see more of his at-bats because he plays Legion ball for the Wausau Post-10 Bulldogs. First ball swinging to left field. This is deep, and it's up against the wall. Gravine's got extra bases. 2 runs will score. 3 hits as Wausau West has broken through here in the 5th inning. Gravine with a 2 RBI double. The hit batter comes around to score, so does Will Stengel. Well, Wausau West has more to do before there are real comeback chances here. Ty Teske 0 for 2. Carter Miller stepped off the rubber, took off his glove for a moment. Now he's ready to go. Miller's been reached for 3 hits, 2 of them extra bases, and 3 runs here in the visitors' 5th. Swing and a miss, strike one. Teske, left-handed bat. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Teske could bring in another Wausau West run with a hit to the outfield. Hit him in the box and then rolled back in front of home plate. That's a foul ball and strike 2. There are 2 outs. Carter Miller looking to slam the door on this 5th inning here. Fouled off again. That almost came up and hit Teskey in the elbow. Joe Gravine's the runner at second base with a 2 RBI double. Looking to come around and score. Back at the plate, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Slow roller to second. Plays to first. Low throw, and the inning continues. Ryan Schulz will be charged with an error there, and a run comes around to score. Four runs in.
Number 24.
Marshall Helke reached on an error. He's 0 for 2 today. First ball swinging here. This is into the gap. Runner's going to hold up at third base. 4 batters in a row have reached with 2 outs. Marshall Helke singles. Ty Teskey held up at third base. Evergreens will now have a conference. See if this is the end of the line for Carter Miller. Carson Thurs is due to hit. What had been a 9-0 lead has now been trimmed to a 5-run lead. Let's see what happens here.
Hey, I didn't say anything. I didn't start it. I heard it. Mike heard it. I didn't start it.
Evergreens decide against a pitching change here. Carter Miller's afternoon will continue.
Maddie, I think you started it. I think Mike started it. I agree. Coach, too long to start that.
First and third for West as the Evergreens are struggling to find the third out here in the 5th inning. Going to have a courtesy runner at first base.
Courtesy runner, number 9 at first base. Something Koenig. There we go. Something Koenig. Marcus Koenig.
Marcus Koenig is the courtesy runner. Not on the official Wausau West roster, but he is on our lineup card.
Number 23, Carson Thurs.
First pitch to Carson, hit through the left side. The inning continues, and another run comes in. Well, Wausau West is batted around here in the 5th. Thurs drives in Ty Teskey. And it's 9-5.
Number 6, Rowan Robbins.
Rowan Robbins flied out to center field back when this never-ending inning began. Outside, ball 1. Boy, baseball is funny this way. Carter Miller was cruising along on a no-hitter until this inning. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. We were thinking that the Evergreens could 10-run this game. Looks different now, 9-5. Just missed. 3 balls and no strikes. And when suddenly you're struggling, you don't get the close calls if you're a pitcher, do you? No, sir. A ball here loads up the bases and would bring the tying run to the plate. Strike at the knees. 3-1. Five hits, an error, and a hit batter. lead to 5 runs for Wausau West. 3-1 pitch. Checked his swing. That should be strike 2. Nope. No appeal, and the bases are loaded.
Number 7,
Alex Capitz singled the first hit for Wausau West of the game earlier this inning. He represents the tying run in this ballgame. Who would have thought?
He's getting the most important at-bats of today's, both games. No, this all happened when Manny came up.
You know what? Give Wausau West credit. They haven't folded up their tent and gone home. Not at all. Not at all. Strike 1. Evergreen's just trying to get through this 5th inning. I mean, West could get more. They've got 5 runs in, and they're not through. Ground ball back to the pitcher. This never-ending inning comes to an end. Carter Miller has retired Alex Capitz. Boy, the game sure looks different now, doesn't it? We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Our new score is 9-5 on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens looked like they were on cruise control. They had a 9-0 lead. And Wausau West tallied 5 runs in the visitors' 5th, and it's 9-5. The Evergreens are also going to need some bullpen help. Carter Miller is up to 89 pitches, so someone else will probably come out in the 6th. Evergreens have 9-1-2 in their batting order. And suddenly you're thinking some insurance runs might be nice. This 4-run lead seems a little iffy right now. Brody Hall will lead us off. He's 1 for 2 today, single and a strikeout.
Leading off for the Evergreens in the bottom of the 5th inning, number 6, Brody Hall.
Parker Helke's got new life. Came on in relief in the 2nd inning. He's allowed 5 of the Evergreens' runs. But now he's pitching in a much closer game. It's just a different situation now. Brody Hall takes on the inside corner. Strike 1. Brody Hall singled and scored back in the 2-run 2nd inning. Aimed that, and it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Evergreens have scored in every frame except the 3rd inning. Evergreens have had base runners on in every frame. One pitch, and that's up high. 2 balls and a strike. And we thought that maybe we'd be going home early today. That doesn't seem to be a part of the script right now. 2-1 pitch. And that's outside, 3-1. Evergreen's looking to restart the offense here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leadoff base runner would help. And Brody Hall is waiting on a 3-1 pitch. Evergreen still on the hit column, 12-5. Aimed at its down low. Brody Hall works out a leadoff walk.
Number 12.
Hayden Grzinski is 1 for 3. A single, reached on an error, and grounded out. Parker Helke bounced off the plate. This is on the third base side. Foul. Foul picked up by Carson Thurs, but not in fair territory. Hayden Grzinski looking down to his third base coach. Do the Evergreens want a hit and run here? Still got a 4-run lead, so you're in the driver's seat. Long set, runner is not going. Checked his swing at a pitch that's low, 1-1. Wausau West with 5 runs and all of their 5 hits in the top half of this inning. Popped up, foul territory. Maybe a play for the catcher coming over, taking a look. Couldn't make the play. It was in that little cut between where the Everest dugout ended and where the chain link fence was. So that was a tough play for Rowan Robbins. Couldn't come up with it. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now we're checking to make sure that Rowan Robbins is okay. That's the one part of the area behind home plate that we can't see from our broadcast position. So we're looking at the home plate umpire to see if that ball was caught or not. It was not. To Hayden Grzinski, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Popped up behind second base. Long run, twisting play, and a basket catch by Will Stengel for the out. Wind was kind of blowing that around. 1 down, 1 on for Cooper Ritchie.
Number 7. Cooper Ritchie.
Cooper has singled, walked, and struck out. Officially 1 for 2 today. First ball swinging and fouled back. Strike 1 to Cooper Ritchie. Get the feeling Wausau West would just be delighted to get out of the 5th inning with this still a 4-run game. Cooper Ritchie waits. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low. Assuming no double play here, Cole Van Slyke waits in the on-deck circle. A little inside. Close one to take. 2-1. Parker Helke trying to keep this a 9-5 game. Up high, 3-1. I mean, Wausau West still has 6 outs to work with, and you get the feeling the Evergreens are going to have to work hard to get them all. Cooper Ritchie waits. Parker Helke is ready to go. Nope, throw over to first. Brody Hall is the runner out there. Popped up. Caught behind home plate. There's the second out. Rowan Robbins got that one. There are two down. There are three Evergreens who have a multiple hit game going. They are Ty Rohde, Aiden Hopt, and Cole Van Slyke, who's 2 for 3. Cole's got 2 singles and a fly out to left. Inside, ball 1. Sun sets on a Thursday afternoon. Evergreen's trying to get this one in the win column. 1-0 pitch. Just below the knees. Close. 2-0. Coming set, here's Parker Helke's pitch. That is at the knees for a strike at about the same spot as the one before it. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Still no action in the Wausau West bullpen. Parker Helke's job to keep this a 4-run game. 2 balls, 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Off-speed pitch drops in for strike 2. A leadoff walk, and that runner still stands at first base. Evergreens have been unable to advance Brody Hall. Off-speed pitch laid off it, and it's down low. Count is full. Ryan Schulz on deck if the inning continues. Runners going. Swing and a miss. Cole Van Slyke is struck out to bring the inning to an end. Well, the 5th inning has changed the look of things. The Evergreens do not score. We'll go to the 6th. Our new score is 9-5. Evergreens leading Wausau West. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Pitching change for the Evergreens. Maddox Wyro takes over in the top of the 6th for Carter Miller. Carter Miller worked the first 5 innings, had a no-hitter going into the 5th. Then he gave up 5 hits, 5 runs. 4 of them were earned. For Carter Miller today, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he hit a batter who came around to score. Wausau West will have 9, 1, and 2 in their batting order to hit. So Wausau West's biggest bats will get at least one more turn this afternoon. Maddox Wyro's been solid today defensively. He had been playing shortstop. And now comes in to pitch. Evergreens still have a 4-run cushion, but led by 9 earlier. Lights will be turned on here at Simon Field. Will Stengel will lead off. Doubled his last time up, 1 for 2 today. Scored 1 of the 5 runs in that 5th inning. Just take this for what it's worth. Maddox Wyro did not look comfortable during his warm-up pitches. Had trouble putting his warm-up pitches over the plate. Sometimes that means something, sometimes it means nothing. Here's Will Stengel ready to go in the 6th inning. Wausau West still with more to do. Haven't climbed out of the big hole yet. All right, here we go. First ball swinging, fouled back, strike 1. You know what? Over the years, Wausau West has a lot of comebacks on the Evergreens. I mean, these are rivalry games. These are players that know each other from other sports, just from living nearby. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Getting the first out here in the 6th sure makes the job easier. Let's see if Maddox Wyro can do that. He's up 0-2. Away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Low, 2-2. You know what? Maddox has to be careful, too. For the last 2 pitches, once he toes that rubber, his lead foot is coming up off the ground and it's coming back down. You do that after you come set, that's a balk. See if he does it again here. Keep an eye on the front foot of pitcher Maddox Wyro. He didn't do it that time. Just outside, 3-2. So Maddox was up in this sequence 0-2, and the next 3 pitches out of the strike zone. Just missed. A leadoff walk for the Warriors. Pitch that could go either way. Will Stengel's aboard.
Number 14, Cam Blasky.
Cam Blasky is 0 for 3 today. One of the few players for either side who has not been on base at all in this game. Runners not going, inside, ball 1. Last 5 have been out of the strike zone from Maddox Wyro. Inside again, 2-0. Wyro on in relief of Carter Miller. There's a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Yeah, I'm surprised that Wausau West doesn't pick up on that. Maddox sometimes looks like he's already come set and then kind of lifts that front foot off the ground just a little bit. Outside corner, strike 2, 2-2. looking for a first out here in the visitors' 6th. Fouled back, 2-2. Double play ball would help the cause, but Cam Blasky, the batter's got good speed. 2-2 pitch popped up, foul territory over the West dugout. Maddox Wyro's a junior, so he figures in the Everest pitching rotation next year as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming home. Ground ball to short. Forced to second. There's 1. Double play ball safe. See, I told you. Cam Blasky's got good speed. Cade Felch, who is now playing shortstop, erases the lead runner. So there's 1 out. Man at first base.
Number 13,
Miles Waldvogel was hit by a pitch last time against Carter Miller. He'll now take a turn against Maddox Wyro. Waldvogel is 0 for 2 today. Low, ball 1. Joe Gravine on deck doubled in 2 runs in the 5-run 5th inning. So he'll be batting with runners aboard. Outside, 2-0. In that 5th inning, trailing by 4, Wausau West had the bases loaded. They actually had the tying run up at bat with 2 outs. Couldn't get any closer. Up high, 2-0. Maddox Wyro's body language is not all that good. Kind of flinched his shoulders and turned his back towards home plate after throwing ball 2 to Miles Waldvogel. Looks at that runner at first base, probably not going. He can't afford outs on the bases here. Sidewinds that, and it's outside, a walk. Joe Gravine, 2 walks and a double, 1 for 1 today. Catcher Cole Van Slyke out for a visit. Gravine's a reliable bat for the Wausau West Warriors over the years.
Joe Gravine.
First and second, 1 out. Wyro to Gravine. Outside, ball 1. Yeah, Wyro's been behind everyone he's faced in this inning. Outside again, 2-0. Most of Wyro's pitches have been away. Cam Blasky at second, Miles Waldvogel at first, and Joe Gravine at the plate. With a hitter's count, 2-0. Fouled away, strike 1. Evergreens have a force at any base with 1 out here in the 6th. Just getting this game over the finish line seems like a struggle right now. Wausau West has all the momentum. Swing and a miss. Foul tip back to the catcher's mitt and held. That's strike 3. We lost the count up here, but we're happy for the strikeout. 2 down now, and Ty Teskey will hit. Is it possible that Joe Gravine was retired on 2 strikes? I don't know. It'd be weird for all of us up here to be wrong. First pitch to Teskey is outside, ball 1. Right, someone on the Wausau West bench would have picked up on that and would have said something. 2 down, and Maddox Wyro is trying to turn the Warriors away here in the 6th. Inside, missed wide, missed in. 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, Maddox Wyro is laboring here in the 6th, although Wausau West has not scored and has not gotten any closer. Ground ball to second. Played over to first, inning over. Ryan Schulz sure-handed. Wausau West benefits from 2 walks but does not score. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Evergreens' 9-5 lead is still good on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
We're logging in a new pitcher for Wausau West. Ben Baczynski will take over. Parker Helke came in the 2nd inning. Worked 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. Three strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit batter. Parker Helke, who worked all the middle innings for Wausau West, will not be involved in the decision here. 4, 5, and 6 in the Everest lineup to hit. Ryan Schulz will lead off. Again, you just think an insurance run or 2 would make this a little more comfortable of a spot for the Evergreens. All right, here's Ryan Schulz getting ready to go. Righty versus righty matchup here to get the bottom of the 6th underway. First ball swinging, fouled off down the third base side for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Off speed, in. Strike 2. Big change in velocity for Ben Marchinski. So we've seen the express and the local. Hit to the left side and through. Out of the range of shortstop Joe Gravine, Ryan Schultz has a 2-hit game. Aiden Hopt will bat now, single and a double, and a fly out in between. 2 for 3 today.
Number 22, Aiden Hawk.
Aiden's played a good defensive third base for the Evergreens today. Schultz has pretty good speed at first base, not going, and it's up high, ball 1. Mashinsky, in from the bullpen, is a junior. So we'll see him next year. Throw over to first base, runners back. In on the inside corner, 1-1. Double-header baseball involving the Evergreens on Saturday. Triangular the following Saturday. Took something off and left it inside. 2 balls and a strike. Hit to the left side. It's in for a single. Back-to-back hits greet Ben Marshinsky, and the Evergreens have runners at first and second. Their 13th and 14th hits of the afternoon. Ty Rohde is 2 for 3 today. He'll bat now. You get the feeling if the Evergreens can put up another run or two that maybe that's what they need for victory today. We'll see. Off speed to Ty, inside, ball 1. That, I guess, was a little high. That may have been a strike if the catcher was able to hold it. Looked like a pretty good pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. Hitter's spot for Ty Rohde, a dangerous bat for the Evergreens. Pitcher steps off. Runner retreats to second base. Outside 3-0 to Ty Rohde, in danger of loading up the bases. I don't know, Marshinsky seems like he has pretty good stuff, but he's been greeted by 2 singles and is in danger of issuing a walk here. Rohde is hitting. It's a line drive, and it's down to right center field. Bases loaded. Ryan Schultz, the lead runner, had to hold up to make sure that there wasn't going to be a play on that ball. Back-to-back-to-back hits to open up the home half of the 6th. Ty Rohde's got a 3-hit game.
Number 11, Cade Felch.
Bases are full of Evergreens, and there's nobody out. Wausau West, with a force at home, brings the infield in. Felch takes high, ball 1. "15 hits feels like a season high for the Evergreens. To left field. Over is the left fielder. He's made every play. Alex Capitz makes the catch. Runner will tag and score from third base. A sacrifice fly and an RBI for Cade Felch. 10-5. Evergreens, I think, are opting for a pinch hitter here. Maddox Wyro is due up to hit. See if someone else is going to take this turn.
Pinch hitting for the Evergreens. Number 4, Zach Depke.
Indeed. Zach Depke will hit for Maddox Wyro. First and second with a run in. Outside corner, strike one.
Not that it wasn't before.
Long set, Marshinsky is coming home. Took something off, got away from the catcher. Runners will move up. Calling it a foul ball? No. Indicating that he swung at it. Strike two. Strike two, but not a foul ball, and the runners advance. Runners instead of first and second, now to second and third for Zach Depke. Check swing, back to the mound. Holds the runner and throws him out. 2 outs, and the lead runner, Aiden Hopt, retreats to third base. Brody Hall will hit. A single, a walk, and a strikeout today.
Brody Hall.
First pitch in the sequence to Brody, off speed, low, ball one. Marski looked around to first base, and there's no runner there. That's high. 2 balls and no strikes to Brody Hall. Wausau West will need 5 runs to keep the game going in the 7th, and they'll have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Evergreens led at 1.9-0. It's 10-5 now. Low 3-0. One pitch away from loading them up. A walk, and the bases are full. Here's Hayden Grzinski. Singled, reached on an error, popped out in the infield, and grounded out in the infield. Hayden in the leadoff spot for this game is 1 for 4. This right here is the at-bat that could lock things down for the Evergreens. Hopped at third, Rohde at second, Brody Hall at first. Strike one. Boy, bases loaded. First pitch, strike one is so important. Got it there. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut, 1-1. Ben Marshinsky sure has shown us the ability to change speeds. Pitchers ahead 0-2 here, and that's outside, 1-2. Long set with the bases full, coming home. Foul back will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch now. Outside, catcher blocks it, keeps it from going back to the screen. 2-2. Coming home here. And that ball is down into left field. 1 run, 2 runs in. There's the insurance the Evergreens were looking for. Caught out there. Caught. Alex Klappitz has had a defensive game. Hayden Grzinski not to be. 2 runs come off the board. 10-5 as we go to the 7th and final next on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Maddox Wyro will look to get these final 3 outs as we go to the visitors' 7th. The Evergreens have a 10-5 lead. Marshall Helke has one of Wausau West's 5 hits, which all came in the 5th inning, when West sent 11 batters to the plate. Helke's 1 for 3 today. Sun is almost setting behind the trees in the right field foul territory area.
Leading off for Wausau West in the 7th, number 9, Marcus Koenigs.
Pinch hitter coming up here in the Marshall Helke spot. Marcus Koenigs from the left side to hit against Maddox Wyro. Looking to bunt his way aboard, fouls it back to the screen. Yeah, Wausau West needs base runners to make this interesting. So any way that Marcus can get aboard, that would be part of the script. Low, 1-1. Boy, once the sun goes down, it's going to get cold in a hurry. We'll drop into the 30s tonight. More frost. Inside, 2-1. Maddox Wyro time to take something off there to try and will a strike home. 2 balls and a strike. Popped up. Foul territory. Is there a play? Cole Van Slyke is looking. No. On the other side of the fence behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, I mean, you can't hit a 5-run home run. So Marcus Canis' job is to somehow get on base. Maddox Wyro has battled back to a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. There's the first out of the 7th inning. Maddox changed speeds, got him way out in front. Carson Thurs 1 for 3. He singled in that 5-run 5th inning. Wild and way outside. Ball 1. Maddox Wyro's been wild. He's allowed 2 walks. He struck out 2, but he has not been hit safely again since coming on in relief. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Hit down the right field line, but foul. Up against the chain link fence, a ball and 2 strikes. Maddox Wyro is not in a save spot. Came in when the game was 9-5. And now it's 10-5. 1-2 pitch, slow roller, trouble, out at first base. Pitcher Maddox Wyro had to go back a couple of steps and still got it over to first in time. Nice play from Maddox. There's the second out. Boy, that looked like trouble until it wasn't. Rowan Robbins with a walk and 2 flyouts, 0 for 2 today. He's the final out of the ball game. If Maddox Wyro can get it nailed down, looking to send the Evergreens fans home happy tonight. Low, ball 1. Wausau West trailed 9-0. Battled back with 1 big inning to make the game a little interesting. Popped up. Foul territory. Is there a play? Out of play. Brody Hall went over and took a look. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1, 2 outs in the 7th and last at bat for Wausau West. Strike. 1 and 2. Can Maddox Wyro end this game with his 3rd strikeout in relief? Let's see. Outside, 2 and 2. Alex Capitz, the left fielder, is waiting on deck if the game continues. He's had 1, 2, 3 great defensive plays today in the outfield. 2-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike 3, and the game is over. Maddox Wyro has struck out Rowan Robbins, a 1-2-3 7th inning. Evergreens 10-5 winners today, and they won the continuation game 7-6. So 2 wins in the books for the Evergreens. Evergreens and Warriors will gather at home plate. The Evergreens will also take the season series from Wausau West, 2-1. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Got to pick a player of the game for the Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. The Evergreens have 2 players with 3 hits. Aiden Haupt and Ty Rohde, co-players of the game from Ridgetop Exteriors. I'm Chris Conley. 10 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors for the Evergreens, 5 runs on 5 hits, and 3 errors for the Warriors. Back to wrap it up when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking...
This is the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Evergreens get 2 wins on this Thursday afternoon. They win the continuation game from April and then win the nightcap 10-5. Carter Miller's our guest. Tell me a little bit about your day. I think having a continuation game is just weird. It's an unusual situation.
I mean, yeah, I knew since, well, the first time we had this game that we were in the top of the 8th, 2 outs, and it was a 1-1 count. And so I was talking to my coaches about what pitch I was going to throw in the first at-bat, and I executed the first one and just missed my second one by a tiny bit. But luckily, I came back and got out of the inning, and my offense carried me to the win.
How far in advance did you know that you'd be pitching in the 8th inning of this game?
Oh, probably a week and a half ago, so it's been on my mind. I had AP testing this morning, and that's all I could think about. So.
Yeah, and that's weird because the Wausau West batter, he's got 3.5 weeks to think that he's at the plate too. So the Evergreens get that first win. This second game, you're cruising along until suddenly Wausau West bats woke up.
Yeah, I know. I mean, going into that 5th inning, I was like, I'm going to go shut this thing down, and then hopefully we can come back, rally up, and get one more run and be out of here. But, I mean, there was a few pitches that got away and a few dinky hits that happened, and just one of the things that you have to take a deep breath, try and reset. And, I mean, they got the better of me that inning, but I know going into the next few games that I'll just try and be better.
I think that Wausau West has a history of coming back on Everest over the years. I mean, these are rivalry games. They didn't fold up their tents. Sure did make it interesting. I thought Everest did a good job in the late innings battling through the adversity.
I mean, yeah, I think I had a lot to thank with my defense behind me. I know that we had a few errors, but it was hard plays nonetheless. And I think that being able to bank on those guys behind me and then knowing that our offense can produce really helped us face that adversity.
Everest bats were hot in the second game, 15 hits and a 10-5 win. That's going to wrap us up. The Evergreens take 2 today, the continuation game and the regularly scheduled game, both going to the win column for the Trees. I'm Chris Conley on the Zaleski Sports Merrill Steel postgame show. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody. Give me an in the house, please.
All right.
He'll point you.
My name's Larry Miller, and I'm in the house.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thank you.